Scene.
Welcome to Quilt & Co. Tonight is our nightcap. We're so glad you're joining us. The nightcap is when we get to talk about all the stuff we did last month and all the new stuff that is coming this month. I'm Allison, and I have my brother here, the Kilted Quilter, Willard.
Pinky.
And
what are we going to do tonight, Brain?
The same thing we do every night. Try and take over the world of quilting. I'm supposed to go ... to ... So we have a great show for you tonight. Look at all the stuff we've completed this month and the stuff that's coming. We're going to tell you all about it. It is our favorite time of year.
The spooky season.
The spooky season. So we've got all sorts of stuff happening. And
as my child, who should be here but is not, may be on their way.
Right. So there's nobody actually running the cameras.
Right. Their favorite time of year is now, and it's not necessarily because of spooky season, it's pumpkin spice season.
Oh, so our nightcap beverage is?
It is a pumpkin spice Irish coffee.
Yes, it is.
The pumpkin syrup is from a recipe from How to Drink, and it is actual pureed pumpkin with, if you do a 14-ounce can, then you'll do 2 cans of water and another nearly 30 ounces, 3 cups of sugar, and cinnamon. Oh, Kyla arrived.
Woo-hoo! We have a cameraman, woman. Person.
Kyla, I am describing our drink this evening. You have a cup of coffee in the other room under the evil machine.
Can you check that we're sound and camera okay?
If you...
Thank you,
how are we
person.
on our levels? Looking good? Testing, testing, testing. Okay. In the other room, you have a coffee. If you bring it to me, I'll make you the drink of the evening.
See, this is how pitiful we are. We're the ones who are over here, not over there. And Lanny's like, is someone going to come in and run this for you? And so we were putting out frantic calls to both Kyla and Derek. Yes. And both of them were like, we'll be there in 15 minutes. And we're like, that does not help. We go on at 6. So we survived. We're okay. So here comes Kai's coffee, and Will's going to show us how to make this delicious drink.
I'm going to have to take a little off the top. You're going to want more syrup anyway, right?
And when you go for the whipped cream, you can top me off too.
I'll do that. All right. So we take our wonderful pumpkin slurry, cinnamon,
pumpkin,
clove, and
it's like pumpkin pie in a cup.
Clove, ginger, lots of ginger, and a little bit of vanilla extract, and then boiled to get everything to combine. And we pour in this beautiful looking brown sludge.
And
that tastes wonderful. It's like pumpkin pie.
You know about that much.
Yes, the levels are basically to taste.
And this is what kind of whiskey?
This is Irish whiskey. Jameson's always been my go-to, but I decided, 1, it was on sale, and 2, it got good reviews online. I decided to try Bushmills Irish, and it's lovely. It has a wonderful caramel maltiness to it, and it's smooth, even though it's got a lot of that whiskey hit in the back. And I'm going to give Kai's a little stir.
And then you got to top it.
And then, yes, we top it with the other bad thing.
And see, Kai is over there fixing the camera down like I had it. Right?
Well, I wanted the panels.
We wanted to show off the panels, so it's right.
All right,
okay,
Kyla,
so Kai's back there going, I did film production. I know what I'm doing.
I'll slowly get this to you
Okay,
here.
now it's, oh my gosh. Yes,
It
anyway, I hope you are able to pull up a drink or whatever while you watch this video. It could be water, it could be milk, and I would love to hear what you're drinking in the comments. Kai will keep an eye on those comments on both YouTube and Facebook, and they can let us know when somebody, I know.
When somebody what? Okay. So
Checks in. All right, let's get started.
that is our Irish coffee. And yes, it is pumpkin spice season. So might as well enjoy it.
We're both frying in here because the air conditioning went out 2 weeks ago. And we've been waiting for 2 weeks. Now, luckily, we live in the mountains and the weather's been pretty good. But
it's going to be
it's warm in here.
10-day forecast said it's going to be in the 40s overnight in a couple of days. And
our wonderful restaurant right next door has a band going on. And so we're scared to open it. Yeah, it sounds like we might be able to open the window. But anyway, we'll survive. So we're gonna start this evening's program with a project or a block of the month that we started this month. We started with this lovely rail fence pattern, and so the block of the month program, what it's doing is you pay, if you join us, you pay $10 for that first month. And then you get your block and you get everything, the pattern, the fabric, and everything. If you bring it back done the next month at the same time, so we're doing it,
second Saturday and the following Wednesday. So it will be Saturday the 14th.
Thank you.
And Wednesday the 18th.
Right, I have too many dates flowing around. But if you sign up with us, you get that first block. And if you bring it back the next month, you get your next one free if you're done. Okay. And so this is next month's block. And so we're going to sort of take our rail fence to the next level and turn that rail fence. I mean, this rail fence was pretty easy. You only had to sew 4 seams, and then you cut that in half or cut that into pieces, and then you sewed it back together in a 9 patch. This is also a 9 patch, but we're going to take it up a notch, and we're going to have 9 patches in a large 9 patch. And so those of you who are beginners, this program is designed for you. So we're sticking with straight lines this month. You're not sewing, you're always going to sew straight lines, but you're not doing any half square triangles this month, anything like that. That will come next month. Actually, kind of. It's not really a half square triangle. It turns into the look, but I do it a different way. And so this next month, October 14th and 18th, this is the block you'll receive. Now, if you join us then and you wanted to get this first block that you missed, no problem. That is just $10. $5. $5 if you miss a block. So we have several people who have already signed up for the program that know they're going to miss a few months in the winter because they go back to Florida. So we're just going to mail it to them, and so they can still be a part of the program. And so everyone can be a part of the program. We'll have videos and patterns that go along with the program. Part of the thing I'm doing is I'm trying to test out my pattern making skills. And so I am really looking for feedback on whether or not I was clear in my instructions. And so that's what this is all about for me, is that I am learning how to write patterns while you are getting great tips. Because when you come in on the 14th and the 18th, we will have tips, we will have demonstrations, you'll get to see what's new in the shop, and we promise we're only going to keep you for around 15 minutes before we give you that next block.
And to compliment just how much our children love us, your son just arrived as well.
I know. So Derek is also here to save the day, and he just walked in and went, "What am I here for?" Oh, well. See, he even went downstairs. He's like, "What am I needed for?" Oh, poor Derek. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to let you take over for Bear Week.
Okay, so as we all know, we have a dysfunctional government at this moment that is trying to shut down So the Rangers at Katmai may or may not have paychecks come Sunday. And
real people that will be affected by the shutdown.
They would be the ones who are running Fat Bear Week, which would be next week. We have Chubby Cubby that was supposed to start, or Fat Bear Jr. Was supposed to start this Tuesday, and they decided to delay it because they did not want to get started and then have no way of tabulating brackets and everything else that they would be doing. So that is also on hold. But Kyla was good enough to get our own Chubby Cubby done this month.
So let's go back to understand Fat Bear Week.
Okay. So every year, Katmai National Park and Reserve in Alaska, which has a bunch of webcams that watch the grizzly bears as they put on weight in the fall, and they, most of them are putting on the weight around the Brooks River, and they stand on a waterfall and catch the salmon as they jump into their mouths. They have a little competition that goes on. They call it Fat Bear Week, and it is not just the fattest, but the most photogenic. And then, of course, last year there was a campaign by everybody who loves The Tonight Show with Stephen Colbert, because 747 was their winner, and he's nicknamed Colbert. And it's because of he has a wonky ear like Stephen Colbert. So,
does our fat bear?
Our fat bear does not have a wonky ear.
I'm sorry, this is not a fat bear. This is the Cubby Chubby.
This is Chubby Cubby.
Chubby Cubby. I've had a little too much to drink already. I really haven't had that much either. It doesn't take much. So this is our Chubby Cubby.
That's our Chubby Cubby, and he is available in a kit. He's also available on Kyla's Ko-fi website if you want to buy the finished little Chubby Cubby. And we have the finished, or the kit is available here, and we're donating 15% will go to the Katmai Conservancy that helps to promote the Fat Bear Week and also provide support to the park itself. But we also have a black bear because here in the eastern U.S. in western North Carolina, we have black bears, not brown bears, and both of them are available on our store.
Yeah.
And this month, I have also put together a new plushie kit for the manta ray that I did a few months ago. He's so cute. I decided to put together the kit because I actually had a request for a kit. So we now have a manta ray kit as well. And not that there's a kit or anything, but I guess you could introduce your new mascot.
Okay, this is my mascot. This is Caroline. Caroline is our chicken. We actually have a barn block that's Caroline. And Caroline is all over. If you've been in our shop for Shop Hop, Caroline is definitely our mascot on all our Shop Hop stuff. And so Caroline has a couple things she wants to tell you. One is that our video for our Shop Hop notebook cover is now live. And so you can catch that up on you can go to our website, and that will take you straight to YouTube from there. Or you can go straight to YouTube, look up Quilt and Code, and then make sure you subscribe to us at the time, and you can catch how to make this adorable notebook cover. There is a free pattern to go with this, and you just need to go to the website and that type of thing, and then you got that.
We just received the
new
notebooks.
Yeah, so we have Shop Hop. So you Shop Hoppers out there, we have notebooks now. And so we had notebooks before and they sold out. So we've got notebooks back in. We need to make a post about that. And then Caroline, I always like to, anytime we go online, I want to give you some tips that are educational. And so Caroline's really been, she's been out there with Uncle Will and the Kilted Quilter, and Will has been working diligently on he's been working on a sample for us, and the sample got waylaid because his tensions got off on his machine. Tensions can get off for all sorts of reasons. And so Caroline wanted to make sure that everyone checks their tensions. This is the month for checking tensions. And so when you begin sewing, you always want to reach behind your sewing machine and just feel your threads. If your threads are not if you can feel them, there's an issue. And so, I mean, not, really feel them. And then you'll also see tension issues if you pull it out of the machine and all of a sudden that thread just pulls right out, that bottom thread pulls right out. When you have tension issues, the first thing you want to do is you want to rethread everything. You want to rethread your bobbin and make sure it's going through all the guides that it needs to. You want to rethread the top. Make sure that your bobbins, your spool is not getting caught on anything. Make sure that it's not getting caught by a sticker from your spool. I should pull my machine up. Go ahead and pull my machine up. That way I can sort of demonstrate. So when I'm sewing and I've sewn a seam, I just reach back here and feel that seam and just make sure I'm not feeling anything rough or anything like that. And that will tell me immediately if I'm having issues. If you're watching any of my videos, you know that I usually have a threads thing here, but I keep my thread back here so that it can just come right up. I don't like using this because sometimes it will spin really fast. It'll get caught. I don't like using my long one because it'll spin really fast. It'll get caught. So I have had the best results by simply placing my spool back here and then bringing the thread up around my spool thing and making sure I'm going through every single guide correctly. You have usually on most machines, you have a little guide right here above your needle. And so make sure you're also going through that guide. Let's see, what else can I tell you? So
don't get overconfident like I did.
Right.
The problem I ran into, I ran out of bobbin thread. I reloaded my bobbin, and I did not rethread and when I rethreaded my top because I had pulled around, and I did my bobbin, or put my bobbin in, and I started the daisy chain, and I didn't stop to confirm that the tensions were good. I had rethreaded everything, the guides were all correct, but sometimes something's wrong, and if I had caught it in the first couple, I would not have put the whole quilt aside for a week because I did a daisy chain of 3/5 of the entire laptop quilt before I was about to turn around and discovered that my tensions were off for the entire 3/5 I had just done.
Well,
and I got so upset, it was in the corner for a week.
Well, and sometimes when you're doing that much sewing, you can also run out of bobbin thread. Most machines are not going to tell you you're out of bobbin thread. And if you're watching a movie like I am, I'm always watching a movie or doing something else while I'm sewing a daisy chain. And so sometimes I won't hear it. I can hear when my machine runs out of bobbin thread, but I won't hear it. And so the last thing I wanted to mention was that if you are going to mess with tensions at all, in most machines, it's up on top, like this ever sewn right here, it's up on top. This is where you want to mess with your tension. Only if you are told by a technician would you mess with the bobbin tension. It is always the top tension that's giving you issues. Now, we have a separate bobbin for our big machine that does embroidery. We have a separate bobbin case for embroidery. And if we use the wrong case, then we're going to run into tensions with the bobbin. But those tensions were set by a technician. And so it's our fault for not having changed the bobbin case. Otherwise,
or using the wrong bobbin thread.
And you want to make sure you're using the right bobbin for your machine. around here, we have about 4 different bobbins floating around, and every now and then the wrong bobbin goes into the machine, and then we're like, what's going on? What's going on? And it just happens to be the slightly wrong size bobbin for the machine, throws everything off. And so that is our Caroline's tips of the month, are to make sure that you are checking your tensions, and that if you start having tension issues, you rethread, making sure that you don't mess with the bobbin tension. All right, so that's Caroline's tips. Let me see. I'm going to introduce a couple new products that we have. We have recently gotten some new patterns from the Sweet Tea Girls. And so this is the small computer bag or small device bag. And this lovely fabric is a dashwood print. I can't remember, it's night something. And absolutely lovely. And we have several different bolts of that. And this delightful pattern is extremely easy to put together. And we now have the larger larger computer case as well.
Computer commuter.
Yeah, well, okay, stop laughing at me. All right, and then we're so excited. We actually have spoken with the Sweet Tweet Girls, trying to get, I can't say a darn thing.
Have another drink.
Yeah. They did this delightful bag that had sea turtles on it. And I loved the bag, but I said, but we're not sea turtle people. We are
we are sea turtle people.
Right.
We're just
we're
not
black bear people.
beach people.
Right. We're black bear people. And so they have created a bag just for us. We're going to create a video just for them, and for making the bag. And we're super excited about this. So yeah, come check this out. You can also check it out on the website, because it is now on the website.
Yep, went live today.
I can't wait. So I only have 5 projects I want to film. It's terrible. Okay, so then what else do we have new? Oh, we have some delightful new books. So we have
sort of like this one.
Right.
This is an older one, but we've still got it in stock.
Right. This is a book pattern, and that's what it makes up to be. And this one is all about dinosaurs, dinosaur friends. And then we have To the Moon. Oh boy, I'm going to stop talking. To the Moon and Back. Kyla is getting such a kick out of it, though, so maybe I'll just keep going. And so this
I don't think she can stop talking anyway.
So this is To the Moon and Back, and it's also absolutely it's just precious. So
it's space and jungle animal themed. So
and we've had panels like this in the past, and they have flown off the shelf because they're so absolutely adorable. And we actually have some coordinating fabrics. If you didn't want to make a book out of it, we have ideas for you to make a quilt.
Well, there's this particular book, the Paul's Pond, it has free projects that go with it. I've linked them on our website. They go back to the Clothworks. They link out to the Clothworks website. There is a quilt project that you can do with the book. You can cut it apart to make blocks with, and you could do the exact same thing with any of these books. So if you're interested in making a quilt out of it rather than a book, there is a very beautiful project out there that you can do very easily. It also slots right into a lot of the 3-yard quilts. Yep.
And then this just came in. This is a dashwood print. And we're one of the only shops that carry the dashwoods. And this has we have several coordinating fabrics that will go delightfully with this. And then we have an iguana print too. So if you're into iguanas, you know where to go. What is it?
It's a chameleon.
Oh, chameleon. So if you're into chameleons or catmeleons, do you remember that, Derek? We were the catmeleons for a robot year. Because we couldn't decide whether we wanted to study cats or chameleons. So we became catmeleons.
And they have real pandas and bear pandas.
It's too cute. It's too cute.
They have a Shifu and they have a Po. So.
And then let's see what else. So should we move on back?
That's it for the new ones that we're focusing tonight. But we also have a bunch of the old ones behind us. We have these wonderful Halloween panels that are still in stock. Last month, you should have seen the owl and the large cat panel for Halloween, but we still have these slightly smaller or this huge Welcome to the Dark Side panel with wonderful ravens in front of a full moon. It's a couple of years old, but it is still pretty. And these two are glow in the dark. So the ghosts and the moon and the web and even the face of the jack-o'-lantern up there, they all glow in the dark. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, or you have a child that just loves Halloween, then pick these up before they're gone.
Right, and that one's glow in the dark.
Yep, this one and that one.
Oh, both of them?
Yeah.
So they're both glow in the dark.
Yeah, the skull of this moon and when it's glowing, it's really cool. I had to take it and I had to go into a very dark room to test it out because I wanted to see if I could actually get some sort of dark and light picture on the website. Couldn't do it, but it was still really, really cool.
We have a nice dark bathroom, so go in the bathroom and you see all these. We have lots of glow-in-the-dark fabric. We like our glow-in-the-dark fabric.
So class is coming up next
month.
We will be doing a night class if there are any takers of our beginning quilting series. That will actually start this Wednesday, so hop in quick. Otherwise, it will be the end of our beginning quilting season for 2023, and we won't start up again until January.
Yeah, we have a beginning quilting right now going for Saturday mornings. We're going to do an evening and
our Tuesday mornings just finished up this week.
This one would finish right before Thanksgiving.
No. It will be a week off for Thanksgiving and then binding the week after Thanksgiving.
And we're just thinking that that's getting way too close to Christmas and stuff. So
it would be definitely way too close to Christmas.
I mean, you'd get the quilt done for Christmas.
Right.
But we're thinking that starts getting into too many other activities going on in this time of year. In fact, my kids are asking, when I'm going to have a piano recital, and I was like, in January. Once it's just too late now. It's if you don't schedule things now, it's too late.
We have scheduled the next Sip and Sew. It will be this wonderful bowl cozy. I'm very certain we can get that done in 3 hours, especially since we'll have it pre-cut for you. It will be the 22nd of October at Birdfoot. Mm-hmm. And
so it's a Sunday afternoon again.
Yep, 3 to 5.
You get a drink and all your supplies. If you need a sewing machine, just let us know. Not a problem. And then you can come and sew with us. If you have another project in mind, like you need help with something or you want to finish up something, that is fine too. Come join us. Just let us know what you're doing and we'll make sure that we prorate you so you still get your drink and use of the sewing machine if needed and that type of thing. And come hang out with us and sew, sip and sew.
And hang out.
And hang out. We had a blast last time. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
And we met lots of people who were very interested. Right. So hopefully you're out there listening now and waiting for that advertisement that I will be getting into Birdfoot's hands as soon as I can get my 3D program to cooperate with my vision of what I want the ad to be.
Yeah, we get a little bit carried away with our ads.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to switch to an entirely different lighting model because it wants to take 100+ hours to render out, and we don't have that kind of time. So I will have to fake it to make it, I think. And then we also have a bag class. Have you decided on a day of the week for that?
I have it. I have it scheduled it's a Tuesday. I don't remember what day. And I'm almost thinking I might switch, since nobody signed up yet, I might switch to the bear. Because now I just can't wait. So the other bag I've done several times, and I'm like, you know what? I might switch to the bear. I can't remember what date I put that
I'm
for.
pulling it up.
It's on October the...
It's getting there.
And so, yeah, we have a bag class coming up this month. We have beginning sewing starting on Wednesday night of this week, if you're interested. And then we have Sew and Sip. Next month, we're going to offer a wreath class with my mom. She's going to be doing a 2-day wreath class, and you'll come out with a wreath in the end. And that is going to be in...
That'll be
October. No, it's November.
Early November. And then the next Sip and Sew, the last Sip and Sew of the year, will also be the Sip and Sew following our October. Right? And it will be after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because even though Allison's like, yeah, I'll be gone for a day and with doing robots, and I can be back that Sunday. I said, no, you're going to have a long day the day before. You don't need another long day. You masochistic fool.
That my family takes care of me.
So we're going to try. We have to confirm this with Birdfoot, but our tentative schedule right now is the 2nd of December will be our last Sip and Sew of the season, and we will do stockings.
Yeah, with minky cups and everything.
Yep, stockings for you to hang over your hearth and fill with all kinds of goodies for your children.
Make sure there's an orange in there.
No coal either.
Oh, we tried that.
That was pulled on you, apparently.
It's not good.
I've heard that story.
We don't recommend coal.
I'm still looking. Where are you?
I know you put it in there.
Beginning quilting, beginning quilting, beginning quilting, beginning quilting. Okay, that's September.
October. It's in October.
October. Beginning quilting, beginning quilting, beginning quilting, beginning quilting. Saturday, Wednesday, beginning quilting, beginning quilting. Kids sewing camp, Halloween bag.
Oh, that's right. Kids sewing. We're bringing kids sewing back. We're doing a Halloween bag on
that is the 21st.
21st of October.
So it will be 10 days before Halloween.
Right. We're making a Halloween bag. And so I can't wait.
This is the one I'm designing, right?
Sure.
Or did you know, or did you have,
I decided I was going to do I have a simple bag. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do a bag, 2 hours. And I can't remember what we decided to charge for that, but everything's included. And we have 6 spots available, and I have about 20 children in our emailing list. So sign up fast.
Our wreath class is not scheduled yet.
So the wreaths, I think we had it we wanted to double check with my mother that she's cool with teaching on those dates.
Yeah, we'll do it on Tuesday night.
That'll be not the time we do it. So not the night we do it. So I think she's going to try for a weekday morning. I think that's when I had it scheduled. So yeah. I think that's it.
That's it.
Oh my gosh. So happy birthday to my dad and to my husband, because tonight we are going over to celebrate and have some wonderful prime rib and mashed potatoes and salad and apple pie. And so I know you're jealous. Sorry, not really.
But you can have pumpkin spice
Irish
coffee.
And it's going to get to the point, Will, where we're going to have to put the recipes up so that people can make these drinks that you're experimenting with.
Next month, it's going to be green.
Why is it going to be green?
Because of ghost goblins and slimy stuff.
Oh my God, that's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. And then in 2 weeks, of course, we will have our, I won't be there, but Agent A and Agent W will be there for the
Friday the 13th UFO.
Friday the 13th UFO. So we've got some interesting stuff planned for that one. So join us on Friday the 13th for a UFO. And we're going to do that at night, or are we doing that during the day?
We've been doing that in the evening as well.
Evening as well. So we'll be doing that at 6 o'clock on Friday the 13th. We should do it at 6:13. Okay. Yes, it's.
No, I think we should do it at 6:66.
Oh, I can't do it at 6:66.
Okay, 7:06. No.
Even the peanut gallery in the back here is saying stuff too. So they're like, oh my gosh, okay, Uncle Will. All right. So
Actually, I believe that 610 they've discovered is the actual, and that 666 is a myth or a misinterpretation. Yeah, which
Either
means
way.
that the devil lives in Ann Arbor, Michigan, or something like that, because that's their area code.
I think it lives right here. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening and that you've enjoyed this as much as I have, because this drink is absolutely fabulous. Please follow us, subscribe, and like and comment.
Oh, and before we let you go,
comments, right?
Subscribe and share. If we can get up to 500 subscriptions, we're not at that yet, right, Kai? And if we can get up to the 500 subscription mark, we will begin having giveaways at the 500 subscription mark, and then for other benchmarks along the way as we work our way up to 10,000 subscribers or more.
A million?
Yeah, if we can get to the 3 million mark of subscribers. Sorry? 335. All right.
We don't have that much to go. We're less than 200.
165 of you out there have been watching and you're not subscribed. So click on that subscribe button.
And share with your friends. And like I said, the next video that's coming out, we didn't even say it. The next video that is coming out is the coffee quilt is done. And this is a video that's going to be using a panel and a 3-yard book. Goes over numerous things. It talks about directional fabric, talks about how to use the panel and how to measure correctly. It talks about bindings. It's got it all. I went from beginning to end, including, you even get to see me long arm it. And the
beauty of the 3-yard books has always been that you just need to get 3 yards of fabric. When you incorporate a panel, you only need a quarter or an eighth of a yard more.
Yeah, I think
because you lose, as you're fussy cutting out the pieces of the panel, you're going to lose some of that fabric that you would otherwise have had use for in the quilt. But if you just incorporate in so you'd have a 2/3 of a yard for the panel, you incorporate another 1/3 of a yard of a focus fabric, and then an 1/8 of a yard to a 1/4 of a yard to make up for the little bit of loss in the panel. You still have a wonderful lap size quilt for the a 3 1/4 yards of fabric is it's so wonderful to be able to have something that great for so little price.
Right, and I go through it all. So that's the next video coming out. We also have another notebook video coming out, and we have another long arming video coming out. And so I know at least 3 that will be coming out hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
And then I'm going to at some point finish up filming the poor little guy that died on our table at UFO night.
Oh boy.
I think
he died?
I think I can bring him back. You weren't here.
I know.
This is what happens.
If I had been here,
you probably could have saved his life.
Died. Right.
But he flatlined on me. It was awful.
Terrible.
It was awful.
No wonder there were parts all over the floor.
I know. Well, it's frustrating when they die on you.
So, are there any comments or anything online? Nope. So, we hope you guys have a wonderful night. Please share and subscribe and
get in the mood for this spooky season.
Right. Happy spooky season.
And happy
quilting.
See you before Halloween.
And we'll see you on the 13th.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.